As soon as the bride steps out of the car, a man rushes up to her, shaking her nervously and says, "Ting Ting, I found the man who helped you back then." Ting Ting says in shock, "What? Really? Where is he?" The man quickly replies, "I saw him working in a field, but his condition isn't good anymore." Ting Ting says sadly, "What? Then take me to him right now." The man hesitates and says, "But your wedding ceremony is about to begin." Ting Ting says firmly, "It's okay. I'll come back and finish the ceremony later. Let's go." They leave. The man points ahead and says, "Look, is that him?" Ting Ting freezes when she sees him and says, "Wait, Max," the man says in surprise. "He looks like a farmer. If he's farming, where did the money come from to pay for your education back then?" Ting Ting says sadly, "He wasn't like this before." The man says in a low voice, "Ting Ting, you said he used to be very successful. You're dressed like this. What if he misunderstands?" Ting Ting says confidently, "He's not that kind of person." Hearing this, the man leaves. Ting Ting says softly, "Sir, don't you recognize me?" Max says in shock, "No, I don't." Ting Ting says emotionally, "5 years ago at the train station, there was a girl who wanted to go to college but had no money. You helped her. That girl was me." Max falls into his memories. Max asks worriedly, "Why are you sitting here?" The girl cries and says, "I got accepted into college, but I came to pay the tuition. I was raised by my grandmother. My grandmother knew I was coming to Changling to pay the tuition, so she gave me the last 15,000 yuan she had and told me to submit the fees. But as soon as I got on the bus, all my money was stolen." Max says emotionally, "Which university were you accepted into?" The girl pleads and says, "Brother, I was accepted into Chengmei University." Max says calmly, "To be honest, little sister, I was also good at studying when I was young. I dreamed of going to college too, but my family situation wasn't good, so I went out to work early. Through hard work, I built my own business. Today, I want to help fulfill your college dream." He takes out a card and says, "Take this card. There's 100,000 yuan on it. It's enough for your education." The girl takes the card and says nervously, "Brother, how can I ever repay you?" Max says with a faint smile, "I don't need anything in return. When you succeed, help someone else." "Oh, so it really was you. After all these years, you've changed so much, it's hard to recognize you." Ting Ting says worriedly, "All of this is because of you. But how did you end up like this?" Max sighs deeply and says, "When I met you that year, my life was at its peak, and I had my own company. Then my partner betrayed me. I lost everything." Ting Ting hesitates and says, "I had no idea you went through so much. Are you alone now? Where are your wife and children?" Max sighs and says, "True love is revealed in hard times. When the money was gone, they left with the children." Ting Ting says through tears, "Since you're alone now, I came to repay your kindness. I prepared this house for you, and I built a large company in the city. I want you to be a manager in my company." Max smiles faintly and says, "I'm no longer qualified." Ting Ting says decisively, "If you won't accept that, then I'll recognize you as my sworn brother. From today on, we are one family." Max says confidently, "If you don't mind, I'll accept this relationship." Ting Ting smiles and says, "How could I mind? My wedding ceremony is about to begin. Will you come to my wedding and be my witness?" Max says happily, "Of first, it would be an honor. Let's go."